The heartbeat of competition, the drama of the moment. This is NASCAR on Mick Blam Racing.
From the smallest speedway on the circuit to the largest and the fastest, Mick Blam Racing welcomes you to NASCAR Winston Cup Series racing here at the track that Big Bill France built, Talladega Superspeedway, for today's running of the Aaron's 499. Welcome race fans, I'm your commentator and driver of the number 83 MBNA Chevrolet for Team KAOS Racing, Mikey Mick Blam. And we can usually sum up Talladega in one word: unpredictable.
Well, Mike, my favorite thing is that we don't make this stuff up, folks. This really happens. Unpredictable, yeah. Would you predict a guy that was a lap down at some point in the race could come back and win? It's happened. Do you think a guy with a wrecked car would have a chance at winning here at Talladega? It's happened. We have no idea what's going to happen today. That's why we say it's unpredictable.
Last season, we tied Dale Jr.'s 4 Talladega wins in a row. Will there be a fifth? We'll have to find out shortly. But first, let's go trackside.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Now let's take a look at the starting lineup. The 83 car, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will be starting for the pole. In the second row are the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the DuPont Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 3 are the Dale Jr.s Chevrolet and the GM Goodrich Service Plus Chevrolet. The fourth row has the Target Dodge and the Ganassi Racing Dodge. Starting the race from row 5 will be the 20 car and the UPS Ford. In row 6 we have the Haviland Ford and the Kellogg Chevrolet. Starting from row 7 will be the 98 car and the M&M's Pontiac. In the 8th row are the Mark Martin Ford and the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. In the 9th row we have the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Rubbermaid Ford. In the 10th row are the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the 139 car. Starting the race from row 11 are the Square D Chevrolet and the 177 car. The 12th row has the 143 car and the 46 car. Starting the race from row 13 will be the Kodak Chevrolet and the 63 car. In row 14 we have the Singular Wireless Chevrolet and the 9 car. Starting from row 15 will be the Valvoline Pontiac and the UAW Delphi Chevrolet. In the 16th row are the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the 27 car. In the 17th row are the Tide Ford and the Motorcraft Ford. In the 18th row are the Pennzoil Chevrolet and the Citgo Ford. Starting the race from row 19 are the Sprint Dodge and the Caterpillar Dodge. The 20th row has the Alltel Ford and the 26 car. Starting the race from row 21 will be the 161 car and the 16 car.
tell you today, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
All right, folks, we're at the capital of Boogity. This is where it all gets going right here. Biggity, biggity, biggity! Let's go racing, boys! Yeah!
The 2 car is still there. Still beside you. Keep digging. All clear, buddy.
First lap is complete as we lead the first lap here at Talladega Superspeedway. Slid up the track a little bit. That's going to give the advantage to Jimmy Spencer. Mr. Excitement out front. Ooh, little loose. Oh, Spencer loses it. More than half the field checks up for him. We did not get into Jimmy Spencer that hard. I don't know why he lost it so badly there, but now we have what appears to be a 5-car breakaway. Myself, Michael Waltrip, Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and that looks like Kurt Busch behind us. So I have a plan here. I have enacted a plan. I am both running the weakest engine that I have, the most worn engine that I have, which doesn't make a whole lot of difference. However, I drug the brake a bit on the start. And I did that because I was thinking along the lines of, because I've had super fast cars and the guy in second could at least keep up with me, and that was usually like Sterling Marlin or in some cases Kurt Busch. And they would usually catch up with me there. Michael Waltrip stuck on the outside. I got Dale Jr. behind me pushing, giving us a little bit of draft help. Now he's looking to the inside to look for the pass. He's not quite fast enough to do it. Waltrip's looking high. He might have a run. Oh, it looks like they couldn't get organized up there. Everyone leaves Waltrip out to dry. Ooh. That was almost a late block on Dale Earnhardt Jr. But as I was saying, these guys can keep up with me. They're fast enough to do it as long as they're in the draft. But the thing was, during the beginning of the race, you know, I'd hit 4th gear and I'd get a big lead, and then they couldn't draft up to me because I would be breaking the draft. So I didn't do that this time. Instead, I just kind of drug the brake a little bit. Kind of didn't quite go full throttle, just to see if these guys would stick with me for a little while and make the race a bit more exciting. I was thinking about doing a last to first challenge, but I need my sponsorship money. I need my sponsorship money, so I'm not doing that. And I was actually thinking about maybe dropping to the back. But in the case something like this happened, like I said, you got a 5-car breakaway, then it's going to be really hard to catch up with them. So the plan is in action. And now we have a few cars here. And we're going over 200 miles per hour in the turn here. I'm going to have to drop out of this a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to be going too fast. See, I was approaching that red line marker there. That's why I kind of dropped out of the draft. And here comes Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, I believe, started in the top 5, so he's still up here with us. Also our old Richard Childress teammate. Michael Waltrip looking to the inside. I'm going to kind of stick with them. Harvick comes down to block Michael Waltrip. Look to the inside. Couldn't quite make a move on us. And now Harvick has no help, but he's dropping back to get some. Smoker down below. Didn't quite see who that was. We'll figure it out at the end of the race. Harvick all over us, breathing down our back bumper. We got to come up to cover. Now we're going to try to pull Michael Waltrip up here. Switch lines. Harvick's kind of hung out to dry. He might be able to... Well, depends on what Michael Waltrip wants to do here. Michael Waltrip comes back up to the top. He looked high, looked low. He was jockeying all over the place. But, of course, when you do that, you lose all kinds of momentum. And you're going to need every bit of momentum you can get to try to take this engine on that I've got under this hood. See, we're easily going 200 miles per hour. I want to see what we can get for our top speed. Pit stops happening already. There's Terry Labonte, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Spencer, Jimmy Johnson. We're up a little bit high to try to avoid them. Alright. Crowd Waltrip a little bit. Take the lead back away from him. .200 miles per hour entering turn number 3. We pulled a little bit of a gap on them, but they should be able to catch back up. I'm going to drag the brake a little bit back to them. They should be able to catch back up. They are. So this is going to make pit stops interesting now, because for the past 4 races we pit by ourselves. So this is really going to make pit stops interesting. Ooh, I got on the apron. That's not good. Now we're pretty much in a line, all nose to tail here. Come up to cover Michael Waltrip. I kind of want to pit with these guys. I'm going to hope that they're coming down pit road. I want to come down this time by to get 4 fresh tires and fuel. Dale Jr.'s kind of pulling up the rear here. Alright, here we go. Coming down pit road. Ooh, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Did I get it? Okay, it was the tires. Okay, I was worried there. I saw the red thing flashing. I thought we might have sped. I practiced that so many times. I practiced that so many times getting into pit road. I was hoping that I would make it, and I did. So got a little bit scared when I saw that red flashing down there. I was like, oh no, I didn't make it this time. But no, we got it. 4 tires fuel, no adjustments. Car feels great. And we're out and away. Looks like Michael and some other guys are also coming out. Looks like Harvick, then Dale Jr. Also, looks like they've come out. Right behind us. I'm not sure where we are. We're probably virtual P1. We're probably virtual P1. But the good news is we have not gone a lap down yet. So I'm going to be a little bit aggressive for the time being. But as long as they stay nose to tail like that, they can actually catch me just on speed alone. They stay nose to tail like that. But see, when they get spread out like that, then that's not good for them. They won't be able to catch up. But if they stay nose to tail, they can catch me. Alright. The leader has not come down pit road yet. Ricky Rudd just came out of pit road there. Believe we're virtual P1. Gotta hope that there's no caution that comes out. These races have been pretty good about being caution free, especially since this was a big track, we get so spread out, but really, really hoping that there's no caution. Leader has not pitted as of yet. We're still 11th on the racetrack. And it looks like Dale Jr. has now overtaken Kevin Harvick. Looks like the leader's coming down pit road. I might drag my brake back to them a little bit. Looks like Kenseth that was coming off pit road that time. Currently P7. And here they come. All right. So it should not be a problem. I will let these guys catch us. Slowing down just a little bit. It's funny, slowing down actually helps me make these corners a little bit better. It actually feels a whole lot better running. Taking these corners at 194, 195 than it does taking it at 198. It actually feels a whole lot better doing that. Alright. Leader is coming off pit road, but we have just overtaken him for the lead. Myself, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, Rusty Wallace, and Michael Waltrip make up the top 5. These guys should be catching us here shortly. It'd be a whole lot easier if they would just get organized. Kind of run nose to tail. Even for just a backstretch, they can close in several tenths. Tire's starting to wear a little bit, but that's okay. We'll make it to the end. No problem. 199 miles per hour through the tri-oval. Now 198. With some Brad dragging the brake just a little bit. 5 more bonus points for leading the most laps of the race. So that's 2 races in a row, both Martinsville and Talladega, that we've led the most laps of the race here. And here comes Michael Waltrip, I believe. Kind of hard to see in the mirror there, but I believe that is Michael Waltrip. Now making his way up to us. So there's 5 laps to go, coming to 4 to go. Michael Waltrip running the high line. We're down on the very bottom of the racetrack, down by the apron. They've gotten nose to tail now. Now here's where they can make up some time, but they get a little bit unorganized there. Ooh, got a little bit loose there. That allowed Michael Waltrip to catch up. Michael Waltrip looked to the inside, couldn't quite get there. We look to the outside. We come up to cover. Here comes Kevin Harvick, now looking to the inside of Michael. Michael comes down to block Kevin. We run the middle of the racetrack. Come down to the bottom of the racetrack. Dale Jr. left on the outside by himself. Not anymore. Kevin Harvick comes up there with him. Waltrip comes up to cover. We come up to cover. Into the tri-oval we come. 3 laps to go. Waltrip. For DEI looking for his, that would be second win, but it would be his first win technically because I've taken all those wins away at Talladega. So Waltrip looking for his first win at Talladega. For the first time in a while, we see the DEI cars up here running very, very well. Now it's a 2-car breakaway. They have gotten well unorganized back there. Waltrip had some trouble entering the turn. Looks like he slowed down a little bit. He had a run on the outside, but it didn't look like he could take it for some reason or another. Dragged the brake right on back to him. 2 laps to go. Fastest lap of the race, 47.1. My gosh. We could probably hit a 46 if we were to do this again. If I had my fastest motor, I'd probably be hitting a 46. Easy. Alright. Waltrip looking to the inside. We come down to cover. That allowed Kevin Harvick to get a run on the outside. But here comes Junior. Junior, who's been kind of patiently waiting in the back all race long. Oh, he had a run on Michael Waltrip. Michael Waltrip came up to cover. And now here is Dale Earnhardt Jr. making a charge for the lead as the white flag is in the air. Junior looks to the bottom. We come down to cover. Through the bottom of the racetrack, through turns 1 and 2, Junior is right on us. He looks to the high side. We come up to cover. Oh, Waltrip looking to the inside. Can't get there. Junior comes down to cover. We come down to cover the bottom of the racetrack. Low fuel, but it doesn't matter as we're coming off turn 4 for the final time. Here comes Junior. Junior slow off of 4.
Appreciate the race, fellas.
And that is going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Move over, Dale Earnhardt Jr. A new record has been set. 5 Talladega wins in a row. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Oh man, that was fun. The plan worked out. We drug the brake on the start, managed to get some guys to be around us for the entire race, and now we had some fun. We had some positions that we had to protect. These guys were running as hard as we could, but at the end of the day, they didn't have anything for what was under this engine. Dale Jr. slowed off turn number 4, and that was all she wrote. And that is our Sunoco race-winning moment.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's at least 35 or 40 other drivers who wish they had seen the lead.
The MB&A car truly dominated this race.
Well, the credit will go to that entire team. They've been working hard all week to give their driver the fastest car possible, and boy was it fast. Absolutely incredible.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. So long, we'll see you next week at the California Speedway.
Oh yeah, I guess I was going 203 miles an hour, wasn't I? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Alright guys, so here are the race results for the Aaron's 499 here at Talladega Superspeedway. Call me 5-time. Say the name, call me 5-time. Hashtag 5-time in the comments down below. 5 Talladega wins in a row, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We beat Mr. Talladega himself, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, technically his dad was Mr. Talladega, but he's not here, so it goes to, I think it goes automatically to Junior. So, well, don't Junior and Gordon have the same amount of Talladega wins? I believe they do. Cross-reference me on that. Fact check me. Anyway, Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes in second. Michael Waltrip, DEI teammate, runs in third. Kevin Harvick runs in fourth, and rounding out the top 5 is Rusty Wallace. Ricky Rudd comes in 6th, 7th is Jonathan Wolf, 8th is Tony Stewart, 9th is Dale Jarrett, and rounding out the top 10 is Sterling Marlin. And here is the rest of the field where you can pick out your favorite driver, Mike Brown. Told you. Well, he's kind of finished where he started, but I mean that's about as good as you can ask, man. As good as you can ask for. So Mike Brown up in 13th. Anyway, winners first for $174,000. I'll take all that money. No cautions, 4 lead changes, time of race 15:15 thereabouts, average speed of 188.5 miles per hour, and the margin of victory 0.3 of a second. Junior was coming. He was coming, but it looked like it almost was like he backed off after he got off of turn 4. I don't know if he got loose, but whatever happened. But he was coming. He had a big old head of steam, and I was like, "Oh man, he might actually be the challenge here." Anyway, Mike Misiak, or Mark Misiak. It's Mike or Mark. I think it's Mark. Mark Misiak out of the race early on lap 5 with a blown engine. Everyone else finished on the lead lap. Nobody finished 1 lap down that completed the race. Everyone finished on the lead lap. It was I would guess, a pretty solid pack race throughout, little packs here and there. So it'd be cool if you could actually go back and see some of this stuff, but I mean, we're talking about a game that's like over 20 years old now. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. And here are the point standings after Talladega. 115 points into the lead. It's just every race extending our lead more and more. But we are 115 points ahead of second place, Jonathan Wolf. Dale Jarrett in third, 148 points back. Fourth is Mark Martin, 185 points back. And rounding out the top five, Sterling Marlin, 190 points back. Sixth is Tony Stewart. Seventh, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Eighth is Kevin Harvick. Ninth is Bobby Labonte. And rounding out the top 10, Jimmy Johnson, 323 points behind. And where is Mike Brown? Mike Brown is in 13th. Was he in 13th last week, or was he in 12th? I feel like he was in 11th or 12th. But he's still not doing bad. He's still doing pretty good for that 98th car. Even I'm assuming he might get a top 10 in points, but because he's not that far out. He can make up that difference. But he's just been good, man. I mean, what can you say? He's just been good. Anyway, let's go ahead, look at the driver awards for the week. Another poll. Wow, who would have thunk? The front runner, and it wasn't an easy front running win. It wasn't an easy one, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Leading all but like 4 laps of the race, just about. All charged up goes to Ryan Newman. He moved up the most spots of the race. Fastest lap goes to Mark Martin. Okay, interesting. Bernie Sanders ends the rookie of the race, and Dale Jarrett, who has the most exciting pass of the race. I would have probably given that to Junior, but I didn't see what Dale Jarrett's pass was. Rookie of the year still Ricky Wawak is in the lead there. 8th pole of the season. No change to the jackpot 5. Manufacturer steady increasing that lead. We are steadily increasing that lead. 17 points now over Ford, who is in second. Third is Dodge with 37 points, and Pontiac bringing up the rear with 32 points. Lap champion, the 99. 99 laps led on the season. Like I said, I think we all but led 4 laps in this race, maybe 3. But it was a heck of a one. But yeah, we have extended our lap champion lead over Mark Martin. He has 34 laps led on the season. Jonathan Wolf has 21 laps led on the season. Steve Park, how about Steve Park? 26 laps led on the season. Although I think that was, where was that? That was Texas, I believe. I believe that was Texas. Not 100% sure on that, but I might be wrong. But yeah, like I said, Steve Park, they've got something together in that DEI stable, so that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Oh, what a streak. What a streak. Man, I just, we went from Bristol, the heartbreak at Texas. Texas, it was just, happenstance. It just, things did not fall our way at Texas. But what can you do? You do the best you can. We couldn't really capitalize at Texas. Cautions fell the wrong way. But then we just came back with a vengeance, man. We just came back with a vengeance, going to Martinsville and winning the race, coming back here to Talladega, winning the race. First ever victory at Martinsville, mind you. I'm still reeling over that, only because I only recorded it 30 minutes ago, but still reeling over that, man. And now, another broken record. 3 Daytona 500s in a row. No one's ever done that. I got that record, and now 5 Talladega wins in a row. We have broken Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s record for Talladega Superspeedway wins in a row, and it's just been a heck of a season so far, man. It's been a heck of a season, but look, it was hard fought. The plan worked. The plan worked, and then I wasn't going to just kind of pull away at the beginning. And I figured if I could stay with maybe a few of these guys, that they would kind of stick with me, because I remember, there are a couple of guys that are fast. There's been Sterling Marlin's raced up there with us. Kurt Busch has raced up there with us before. Mainly Sterling Marlin. He's usually really good at restrictor plate races. Surprised he wasn't up there, but I figured all right, I could just hang back for a while and kind of let these guys get up to speed. They may actually have something for me. And they fought valiantly. And we still came out on top. Executed the pit road entry just right. I was a little bit worried because I saw the red flashing thing and thought I had sped, but I did not speed. I was like, oh gosh, okay, it was fine, but that was just my tires being worn, or either that or I was out of fuel. But one of those things was flashing, and it scared me for a second there. But I thought about taking 2 tires, but once I saw that we didn't speed, I went ahead and took 4. The pit crew came, and did their job. The pit crew came in clutch, got us out there multiple tenths ahead of everybody else who came in with us and behind us. And we just did our thing, man. We just did our thing at Talladega. That was probably the most challenging win that I had at Talladega. I'm gonna have to look back and look at some other ones beforehand, but Talladega was that's been the most fun I've had racing at Talladega, and actually the most scared that I was like, well, scared being relative, but just actually thinking I might not win this. I might, somebody else might win this. I was thinking Michael Waltrip might have a chance, or Dale Earnhardt Jr. He came charging up and came right up to my bumper. I was like, oh man, he's gonna have something for me. But I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got loose off a 4 or whatever, but it seemed like he backed up there, and I tried to drag the brake a little bit and let him catch me, but it was like, no. And like I said, it was like, all right, appreciate the racing, guys, but call me 5-time. But man, we're going to some tough tracks here now. We got California Speedway coming up. That's a track where we usually struggle for grip. We got some other tracks coming up. We got Richmond coming up. Richmond's usually really fun. Richmond is usually really, really fun, and I'm looking forward to racing at Richmond. I've always liked Richmond in these games or whatever. I always like Richmond. I don't think there's ever a game that I didn't like Richmond in. That's including NASCAR 15, even though there was this whole thing about train racing and stuff. And then we have eventually we're going to have the the All-Star race, which is going to be after that, and then we're going to have the Coca-Cola Race Family 600 Charlotte Motor Speedway Memorial Day weekend. I think I actually might be at that race this year, so that'll be awesome. So if you guys are going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway, comment down below. Maybe we can meet up. Maybe we can, chatter, chit, all the good stuff. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. It's been a day. 4 races recorded today. I had a day off, so I figured I'd try to get some of this done as early as possible, get a little bit ahead, and just kind of have some fun. And I had a lot of fun. But now I'm tired. I'm going to go ahead and hang it up for the day. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the NASCAR Winston Cup Series here on Make Blam Racing. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the NASCAR Cup Series. So make sure you subscribe. Click the notification bell, because sometimes subscriptions don't mean a whole lot. But click that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. You get those notifications to your phone or your computer or whatever. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below. Hashtag 5-time. Don't really spam the chat with it, but spam the chat. Don't really spam the comments with it. Don't comment it more than once, because YouTube is kind of funny about that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, as always, and I will see you at California Speedway.